The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Papa Solio back with some more nuts on yo chin. This is some good nuts, and it's very contextual nuts because it's about obesity. It's about not taking care of yourself. It's about not pursuing what you should be pursuing in terms of your overall health and wellness. The content that I post on all my channels, whether it's Instagram, my Daily Swole podcast, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, Facebook, right here on YouTube, I do not do the whole hand holding. You're great, you're an amazing person, you can do it, rah rah, 8th place trophies, the whole shit. Now that's not my approach, that's not authentic to me. It doesn't mean that I'm perfect. It doesn't mean that my life is perfect, that I have everything figured out and I do no wrong. What I am trying to do is shake you, wake you up out of your fucking stupor, that zoo mentality, and break you free from the rules that you think you have to abide by. You do not have to follow any individual diet plan. You do not have to follow any one individual workout regimen. There are many roads to success. I want you to see that, but you hold the key. It's up to you to get it done. Are you taking responsibility for being fat, for being overweight? Let's talk about it. Are you taking responsibility? I'm not talking to you if you have a genetic disorder, that no matter what you do, genetically, your body will not get rid of fat. Your body just keeps on packing it on. If you're taking really intense medication that is causing you to gain weight, there's nothing that you can do about it because that medication is keeping you from losing that weight. I am not talking to anyone that is working hard. I'm not talking to anyone that is overweight just because you're overweight. I don't hate you because you're overweight. I don't hate fat people. I hate the fat mentality. I hate the idea that we are going to accept being obese despite the fact that it's killing people, despite the fact that it is proven that being extremely obese is connected, linked directly to these metabolic diseases. It increases the risk of all these things that we try to avoid later in life, like cancers and heart disease and diabetes type 2, all those things that we want to stay away from, that are preventable, mind you. Life is all about what we can control and what we can't control. A lot of what we worry about, we can't control. We can't control the weather, we can't control what other people do, but we can control what we do. I can control what I put in my mouth. You can control what you put in your mouth. Some people have more money, they can buy higher quality foods or they have access to different foods, but I get the excuse all the time, I don't have enough money to eat healthy. Bullshit. If you have money to go get fast food, you can go buy some fruit and vegetables. You can go buy, you don't have to buy organic, you don't have to go to Whole Foods, you don't have to spend money you don't have, but you can buy real whole foods and not buy processed garbage. You can make better choices. You have to live with your choices. You have to take responsibility for what got you to where you are. If you've been overeating and not exercising for 30 years, why are you getting mad at me for telling you the truth, for calling it like it is? I think when people are sensitive and they look at what I say and I say, you're fat, you're out of shape, you gotta get your fucking ass in gear or you're gonna die early. That may or may not be a fact. You might die early, you might not die early, but are you going to have trouble getting up the stairs? Are you gonna have trouble getting off the toilet? Are you gonna have trouble getting out of bed? Probably. That's one of the things that you lose when you get older. You lose your ability to move. And if you're overweight, it makes it harder as you lose muscle mass, as your bones get weaker, as you start to get closer to death. It's gonna make it harder for you to function. It's gonna make the last part of your life, whether or not you live a long time, it's gonna decrease your quality of life. So for all the people that the hand holding doesn't work for, you come to old Papa Swolio. Do you want your hand held? Do you want to be coddled? Do you want someone to give you a big hug and be like, oh, everything's going to be okay. It's okay. Shh, you're beautiful just the way you are. Or do you want someone to tell you the fucking truth because that's the lay of the land? Life doesn't give a fuck if you have 2 jobs. Life doesn't give a fuck if you have 5 fucking kids. Maybe you shouldn't have fucked so much. That's the choices that you made. You might have less time than most people. However, you still have to do it. Did you do it or did you not do it? It's very yes or no, black and white. Did you do it or did you not do it? That is what you need to focus on. Your shit. Don't focus on what someone else is doing. Don't focus on what diet plan they're following. Don't focus on whatever program they're following. What do you need to be doing? And then fucking do it. Manage your time. Get up earlier. Stay up later. Like, do whatever you need to do to get it done. You have the internet. You're watching this. You have access to so much information. Don't get paralyzed with the information. Just start something. Get moving. If you really need help, look, you can click the links in my description. I have an entire platform designed to help you fucking get everything you need done with your fitness and nutrition, or go somewhere else. You don't have to do anything that I say. But do it for you, but do it for the right reasons. I just want to slap you across the face because I think there's too much coddling. I think you respect yourself more than someone patronizing you and talking down to you like you're a fucking child. You're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman, and you can make decisions yourself. And those decisions that you make, you have to stand by them. So that's all I have to say. I get great feedback on my channel, my videos, because my intent comes through. I'm not saying what I say to hurt your feelings. I'm not saying what I say to be mean. I'm not saying what I say because it's not true. I'm saying what I say because it's my opinion. A lot of it is based in fact, and it's based on my experience, and what I see is the pussification of this world. Social media is creating pathways for pussifying information, for people being afraid to hurt someone else's feelings. Someone's always going to be offended. Someone's always going to dislike a video. This video will have some dislikes. It's going to have likes too. It's going to have a mix of both. Whatever that mix is, that's up to you. But it's going to have a mix. It's going to be your opinion on what I say. I'm making a video that's my opinion on these ideas. Everyone's going to like or dislike something. We can agree to disagree. I just think there's too much hand-holding. I think there's too much arm around the shoulder. I think people need to be slapped upside the fucking head and realize that it's in their control. It's in your control. You are the one that's overweight. You've made these decisions. It's up to you. You have the responsibility, but you also have the ability. You have the ability. You're in the driver's seat. You're the one that has to make the choice. I can't work out for you. I can't eat healthy for you. You have to do it for yourself. And I think it's important that you do it for the right reasons and you understand the consequences of your actions, because we're not taught this in school. Some of you didn't learn this from your parents. Life doesn't teach you. You just get thrown in the fucking fire pit and you got to fend for yourself and you do the best you can. And a lot of times you take on responsibilities that you didn't know would hold you back, that you didn't know would be against your health, early in your life, because you weren't taught properly. The system is fucked, but we can blame these things however we want. We could blame our past. We could blame the government. We could blame big food, big pharma, our parents. We could blame everyone, but that doesn't do anything. We have to take responsibility for ourselves. I have to take responsibility for mistakes that I made in my past, for things I'm fucking up with now, just like you do. So I'm not perfect. You're not perfect, but what I can do is not bullshit you through my content. So I will never bullshit you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything's going to be peaches and cream, that it's easy, that you can lose all this weight in just a couple weeks. Not going to happen. I've been training for years and it takes a long fucking time. There's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of things that you figure out that work, that don't work in the future, that might work now but might not work in 6 months. There are things that don't work for you now but that might work in 6 months. You have to learn, and endlessly scouring the internet and not taking some fucking action, it's not helping anyone. It's certainly not helping you. So it's time to get off our asses, dust off, stop being bitches, and get to fucking work.
She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Trying to stay private, but I got them groupies. Own me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the newbie. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money.